Good morning, everybody. Eric here from EFBM, and oh man, I gotta tell you, I really want a donut. I don't want anything fancy. I want a good quality old-fashioned cake donut with a great cup of coffee and a chocolate milk, but I'm not gonna have it. I also want, a slice of pizza as wide as my head and as big as my head, and I want to smother it in garlic butter and cheese and all kinds of other stuff. And while I know it's okay to splurge every now and then, for me, food is a weakness. For me, food is a weak point. So I have to be really careful of how I indulge. I have to be really mindful, as I come off frame, mindful about what I do when I eat. Oh, excuse me. And you know what? You gotta be the same way about things. Is your weakness your performance? Like my bride. She, you guys, I know that she is capable of so many amazing things, and she is an amazing woman that I am blessed to have in my life. And she is training for a 13.1 mile race. People call it half marathon. Oh. But there's nothing half about it. It's a full race. And I love her. And she has set her mind to do this amazing task. And whether she thinks it or not, I think she's doing an amazing job. But for her, she's getting discouraged because Sunday she was halfway into her 7-mile run. I think it was 7 miles. And she got a little stitch in her side. So she had to slow down. And for her, slowing down was doing 7 miles at an average of a 9-minute pace. I'd love to be able to do that. And then, past couple days she's ran, she hasn't really been feeling it. And for her, she's like, I'm ready to give up because I'm just not, where I want to be. Sorry, I'm yawning. And I know the feeling, because when it comes to food, I'm just like, man, I'm tired of fighting these cravings and stuff like that, because it's just, I feel like they're never going to go away. And for her, she's like, I just want to give up. But what we have to do is we have to encourage each other. She encourages me by making sure that I have a healthy dinner every night. And I encourage her by helping her arrange her schedule in such a way that she can get out and run. And we've got to encourage each other. We really do, because if we're not encouraging each other, no one else is going to. There are days where I'm just like, I don't want to go to the gym. And my bride, man, she'll poke me going, hey, go to the gym. And it's true. We need that push. We need that encouragement. For those who don't know, I'm also a Beachbody coach. And I know I don't really talk about it a whole lot. I'm not your standard Beachbody coach. What I like to do is incorporate things and give people options. A paleo style of eating may work best for me, but it may not work best for you. Clean eating may work for you. So anyway, being a Beachbody coach, there's a network of people I'm connected with who are phenomenal. Kristen, who is my coach, I love watching her work and post things and is dedicated and has her heart poured into this. And she works really diligently to make sure that each one of her coaches that she's above, she stays connected with. I love how she makes it a point and makes it an effort to be there for her other coaches that she's in teams with, not just over, but with. Because that's what it's about. You'll have people who come alongside you who they'll come underneath you. They will put you as their lead, and they're going to follow you wherever you take them. And then there's going to be people that you train alongside, not just with, but alongside. And it's this huge team effort. Allison, she's talked about it in the past about staying connected with people and having that familiar face. And when you get to the gym, you know, you look around and if you don't see that same face, if you don't see those same faces, you wonder if they're just taking a day off. And we have that connection because we need to build each other up. We need to motivate each other. Talking with William after our workouts today, and he says, hey, you posted something about having to get your cardio back up. And I said, yeah, and we talked about it, and he was really encouraging. And so we've got to be there for each other. But here's a little secret. Here's what I know works best for me. If I ignore my cravings and desires, if I don't at least acknowledge them, I didn't say give in to them, I just said acknowledge them. If I'm not at least acknowledging them, they're going to act like children. And I don't know about you, if you have kids or you've been around kids, we were all once kids, but around my house, if you don't acknowledge, especially the youngest, you're going to get, think Stewie from Family Guy. Mom, 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 mama, 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 mommy, 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 Lois, Lois. Over and over and over, louder and louder and louder until she is recognized. That is how my youngest is. And that is how my cravings are. They will nag at me and nag at me. And first it'll be like this subtle, I think I want something. And then it will identify itself. And then it'll keep on until I don't even want to eat the lunch that I have packed for myself or planned for myself, because all I'm fixated on is that. And maybe that's an addiction. I don't know. But what I do know is if I at least say, I would really like this. Like this morning, I would really love a good quality old-fashioned cake donut. You can taste the cinnamon in it, things like that. And then you have a good cup of coffee and a big tall glass of chocolate milk. Man, that sounds fantastic. And all I've got to do is just acknowledge it. And that's it. I don't have to give into it. I just have to recognize that it's there, and then I can choose to indulge it or deny it. And we've got to do the same thing. With people in our lives, we've got to come alongside them and help them acknowledge the things that they're weakest on. Because if we don't at least acknowledge them, we'll never know where we can go from there. So help someone today. If someone presents a challenge to you in their life that they're facing, they're struggling with, help them. Help them either indulge it or deny it. If it's fitness related, help them. If it's nutrition related, help them. If it's an emotional or psychological thing, be there for them. Listen to what they have to say. And if you don't know what to say, honestly ask, how can I help you in this? What can I do to add value to your situation so that you don't feel badly about a decision you make? We got to be there for one another, guys. We have to. So, I hope you get your workout in. I did 3.3 miles. Yay! The weather's nice today. I'm going to try and get a walk in, but work has been crazy, so I may have to walk a couple miles on Sunday, my rest day, which that'll be fine. I'm just not going to run it, but I'll walk them. So, you guys, I hope you have a great workout. I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you've got a lot of fun and restful things ahead of you this weekend. And I hope you make the most of it. So, you guys, remember, we are just ordinary people trying to live extraordinary lives. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.